Good afternoon, everybody. This is another walk in the woods on this March 31st, 2026. Now, if you like my videos, or if you don't like my videos, comment, share. Don't cost you anything. But my question today is, two men if they were alive today, which one would you accept? Booker T. Washington or WEB Dubois? Now, Booker T. Washington was slave. He educated himself. He promoted self-help, self-sufficiency, entrepreneurship. Then we have W.E.B. Du Bois, who came from a well-to-do family, who wanted the government to do everything for us. Give us this, give it that. Sounds a little socialist. And all these things we see today, and our people are always still whining and crying about white supremacy, whatever that is, crying about I can't make it. But the time of Booker T. Washington, we were, man, we were educated, doctors, lawyers, store owners. We owned real estate. We was real estate agents, insurance agents. We owned bus companies. And just like any race of people, just like any race of people in this country, the Chinese, the Japanese, the Spanish-speaking people, all come in to this country and they stay to themselves because that's natural. But they do business amongst themselves. They do business with other races, and other races do business with them, except our people. We don't compete in the economy. We are just a bunch of consumers. We don't own businesses. We don't make anything. As I drove truck for the majority of my life, and I see construction companies building highways, working on, from where I live, working on the Walt Whitman Bridge. I didn't see not one black company working on that bridge because we don't compete. But we were making strides with Booker T. Washington up until the great civil rights movement. And what do? We took the side of W.E.B. Du Bois with his I want, gimme. And I know you're not going to like what I'm going to say, but here comes Martin Luther King. He picked it up. It's all communism, socialism. And the socialists are in our churches. They're in the media, our entertainers, these multi-million-dollar black women and men who sit on TV and make tens of millions of dollars a year. They're no more than communists. Look at all the black politicians setting up in Washington, D.C. They're nothing but communists. socialists. You go into these churches and nobody preaches the word of Jesus Christ. They preach the gospel of socialism. And somewhere along the line, we lost everything. We've lost our dignity. All we do is whine and cry. Now, I'm gonna give you a little something I know nobody's probably gonna watch. Watch Uncle Tom 2. And watch this little girl in the beginning screaming, no justice, no peace, just as angry. She don't know what she's angry about. She has no idea why she's angry. But that's what she's been taught. Then look at this so-called psychiatrist, psychologist, whatever you want to call it. Said it's because of the slavery that we can't get ahead. But that's what, 400 years ago? And when you study and listen to Booker T. Washington, that woman's a liar. She's a fool. It's not that we want, I'm talking for myself now, because I don't care if white man like me or not. That doesn't bother me or not. But we need to get back. It's going to take many generations to get back to the basics. Get back to the father in the house, raising the children, get back to the basics, and go to church where they're speaking and talking the word of God. Not this socialist crap that comes from that no good Al Sharpton, Jamal Bryan, and they're not preaching as far as I'm concerned. Then you got that little Roland Martin, all these socialists, all these Marxists, communists. That's why the Muslims are here. We abort our babies. Oh, I don't know if we abort our babies like no tomorrow. That's demonic. God said, don't harm the little ones, because you're better off with a millstone tied around your neck and be thrown into the sea. Now, I don't know how many of you remember Adam Clayton Powell. He's the one that directed Margaret Sanger to the church and convinced these black, supposed to be men of God, to possibly and embrace abortion. We're killing ourselves. We stand around here and we holler about the Ku Klux Klan. Everybody's out to get us and we're killing ourselves. I know I'm on a rant, but I'm telling you, our people's in trouble. Our people are definitely in a mess. Now, and I don't want to go up on a deep end, but that's just a fact of it. But if Booker T. Washington was alive today, with WEB Dubois alive today, black Americans would shun Booker T. Washington and embrace W.E.B. Du Bois. And we have already embraced the philosophy of W.E.B. Du Bois. Hey, if you watch Uncle Tom 2, you'll see that black man, black Americans, 2 parents in the house, you found that we were entrepreneurs. We're not the mindless, stupid people that the left wants you to be. The Marxists, the communists, came after black people from the beginning, from the get-go. And we have embraced that. There are people who are in the Communist Party, black people in the Communist Party, figured out what these people are doing and trying to warn us to stay away. No black man should be a Democrat. Malcolm X said it. I'm not a fan of Malcolm X. Malcolm X said that only a fool and a chump black man would be a Democrat. I mean, you can get a Republican high bars either, but worse off being a Democrat. But if Booker T. Washington was alive today, he'd be conservative. And he'd be hated like Clarence Thomas, like Justice Clarence Thomas is today. We need to stop begging and moaning, and whining. We need to stand up. And the men, black men, need to stand up, become responsible. Because black people don't want responsibility. Black people do not want the responsibility of their action. I see it every day. That's all I have. I just hope we wake up because the young people will not know the America. And one more thing is a fact. As we were prospering into real estate, medicine, shop owners, store owners, dentists, doctors, lawyers, we had our own cab company, we had our own bus company. So that made that lady on Uncle Tom 2, that so-called psychiatrist, look stupid. We lived amongst ourselves with dignity and pride. We could do business with the white man could do business with us. And then time goes by, the so-called racial animosity would have melted away. By forcing integration, we caused a mess with government. That's fact. Well, I've been talking about almost 13 minutes. I'm going to call it off. But think about that. Think about it. You have a nice one. We need to get back on track. I'm gone.